Well, recently Pooh Sims has been, I guess, doing interviews and talking to certain people claiming that Max B snitched on him. And he even contacted me. He tried to sell me the paperwork, and I passed. But do you believe that Max B snitched on his stepbrother?
Me personally, I don't have any knowledge of that. Um, I don't have any knowledge of that. I can't rule it out, for sure, but yeah, I don't have any knowledge of that.
Okay, but earlier you did say that the detective took the stand and said that Max B actually said where you were at so you can get arrested.
Yes, I have that in my paperwork that they gave me in my discovery.
Okay. Well, have you spoken to Kelvin at all?
Um, I would say like one day, um, like a few months ago, I would say maybe in like May, he called me. I don't know how he got my number. Um, and he just said like he asked me could he call me back on the number. And I told him yeah or whatever, and then I just like blocked the number. But it was very brief. Like I was like very I don't know how he got my number at all. I was a little disturbed.
I mean, when you look at the situation right now, I mean, obviously you have to take some blame
Yes.
yourself, but so who do you really blame for putting you in the situation?
Oh, that's easy. Um, Myself. Because you are responsible for your actions. Even though you may be in surroundings that you're not familiar, and you might just be learning, um, you know, I just want to, sometimes you have to be able to step back and, look at the whole picture with yourself out of it. And yeah, now, yeah, I can only blame me for that situation that I put myself in.
Well, Gina, I appreciate you coming in and telling your story for the first time. I think a lot of girls get caught up with older guys that are famous, have money, and they get caught up in situations and are afraid to say no. And next thing you know, they're part of a crime. And then they have to figure out whether they want to cooperate or not. I think most sane people, when looking at a situation like yours, do I want to do 75 years or do I want to say what really happened? I think most people would take the route that you take. And I think even in hip hop, where everyone used to say no one should ever snitch, cooperation on any level is bad, you're starting to see these stories come out between Tekashi 6ix9ine, Gunna, even Young Thug with his surveillance footage that came out. You're starting to see that a lot of this stuff is very gray area. And it's easy to say, oh, I'm going to take 100 years and never say nothing. But when you're actually put in that situation and you're looking at being 25 years old and getting out at 100 years old, how many people are really going to do that when they're not the ones who pulled the trigger? They're not the ones who put the plan together. They were dealing with people that are scary and have guns and are potentially worried about them getting hurt themselves. I think a lot of people would have done what you did, and I support your decision. And ultimately, even with that, you still had to do a lot of prison time.
Yes.
So it's not like you cooperated and got a get out of jail free card. You end up giving up over a decade of your life. Your whole 30s was lost in the prison system.
Yes.
You're getting out in your early 40s and having to rebuild your life. So I wish you all the best, and I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.